Hello and welcome to our Mars Chronicles demo project. Developed by me, B. Ordonis, Shane Misra, Jason Kirchman, and Cass Aniello. Our dynamic web application utilizes a technology stack consisting of React, Redux, Router, Cypress, and NASA's Mars rover API. Users can select from one of the 4 rovers: Curiosity, Opportunity, Spirit, and Perseverance, and view pictures taken on a specific Earth date or Mars sol date. We believe that our Mars Chronicles project will inspire a love of space exploration and scientific discovery. So join us on this journey to explore the red planet and experience the thrill of space exploration like never before. To tell us more about this project, here's Cass Aniello.
When a user arrives on this page, they are greeted with 4 options, each of them a different Mars rover. Clicking on one brings them to this page, where we have the launch date, landing date, how many sols the mission has been active for, and whether or not it's still active today. All of this is provided by NASA's API. We have this brief description, and this cool looking 3D model of the rover itself. We have 2 options to search for, Mars sol or Earth date. So searching for sol 100, for example, will hit NASA's API and bring us back every photo taken on sol 100. Now some of these photos are not very interesting. So we also have the option of filtering by camera. Navigation camera left, for example, leaves us with just these interesting ones. A fun way of using this is to search by specific dates. So Mars sol 1 will actually give us photos of the rover's landing. Mars sol 164 gives us a photo of the first hole this rover dug. And if you wanted to, you could even search by your birthday. So if we search October 8th, we get all of these photos. Now I'm going to be passing this off to Jason to explain the tech stack.
Thank you, Cass. That demo was out of this world. My name is Jason Kirchman, and I will be demonstrating our app architecture, which utilizes React, Router, Redux, and NASA's Mars rover API. This graphic demonstrates our React component architecture. The top-level app component contains a header component and 2 components acting as the homepage and selected rover page, each of which are built up of more child React components. We are using React Router for navigation, which allows us to utilize the path in the address bar to determine which page components render to the user. Router adds support for the browser back and forward buttons, along with direct navigation to a rover page, which simplifies sharing links. When a page component mounts, a fetch call is made to the NASA API to retrieve the necessary data and store it as state. Then state and update functions can be passed to child components where needed. For small applications, this architecture is a relatively simple and valid solution. As a project grows, passing state down to child components can quickly become hard to manage and increase the difficulty of collaboration. This is where our stretch tech choice of Redux shines. Redux allowed us to query and store API data globally, then use React hooks from any component to access and update the global state. Although Redux is a bit of an overkill for this size of app, we were happy with our choice, as it sets up Mars Chronicles for potential additional features. I'll now launch it over to Shane to tell you more about that.
Thank you, Jason. Before we talk about the future of our project, I'd love to give a brief overview regarding the workflow that got us here today. The general guidelines that we followed were similar to the Scrum methodology, in that we were seeking to foster one another's learning at the same time as respecting our differing strengths. Our communication was done via Zoom, Slack, on our GitHub project board, or via PR reviews and comments themselves on GitHub. The time frame was approximately 9 workdays from our initial wireframe to our MVP completion. As Jason mentioned just a moment ago, now that we've got a foundation in Redux, we could add features onto our project as we see fit. Future feature ideas for our project include a user login for persistent browsing, suggested sol component to offer a starting point for users, as well as a mission log component to link chosen dates to a relevant NASA report. Thank you.